Morning, Jonathan. Good to see y'all.
Great to see you.
Too.
We, oh, I see Sam. Sam, how are you?
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
What am I crashing here?
Hokkaido happy hour.
Nice. Oh, okay.
I was telling
Like,
Jonathan, this is my last fruit beer that I have. I might have to come back to the office and get some more for the next one.
You do what you have to, Greg.
Yeah.
Did you explain the format and do the formalities?
No, it's your show today. I was waiting on you.
I think Greg is hosting with me.
We might be a lighter crowd today. I know
fine, but-
we couldn't make it. I got a few RSVP no's today, sadly.
That's fine. This is
But we can still have some beer.
this is actually really nice. I have people on I haven't seen in a long time. Good friends.
Except for Sam, he's gone. Wait, where'd he go?
Sam's in front of yours
Oh, there
as
he
well,
is.
I
There he
take.
is.
Yeah, there we go.
Sam's right there. Oh, so you all introduced.
Yeah, we talked to John a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Jonathan.
I haven't said anything to Sam yet. Hi, Sam.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm Andy.
You got a nice buzz cut, Sam.
This is the quarantine cut.
It's got the vacuum cleaner attachment, the Flowbee.
Yeah, you know, I had my son do it for me.
Oh.
It was a good way to kill 2 hours.
It's either super short like buzzed or it just keeps getting longer because you just don't cut haircuts.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Or a hat.
Yeah, I'll host this one for sure because I have two of my really good friends on today.
Yeah, I want to hear some stories from your youth.
About Andrew.
Are we recording right now, or are
Yes, we are.
Yeah, all right. Well, shall we pop off the top then and kick this thing off?
Yes, we
Let me
shall.
go to the
Cheers.
fridge. I'm gonna have to join you guys. Hold on a second.
Yeah, if you have something in the fridge.
And we're
How are
going
you,
live on
Jonathan?
Facebook as well.
I'm good. How's it going, man?
Oh my goodness, very good. Good to see you on online.
I'm disoriented because the last time I heard about this beer company idea was years ago, and I didn't realize it ever went anywhere. So these are like people who are working together with you, and it's actually a business now.
Mhm.
Yeah, it might even feel fuzzy like through the whole hour.
I'm impressed. I didn't realize you'd actually like gotten something up and running.
Oh man, it's been a labor of love, Jonathan. Nothing has been easy building a brand, but we do it, in small ways, and yeah, we have a pretty cool team. We have a really good brewmaster, and the product's been pretty well received. So.
So there's both an importing piece and a brewing piece.
So we are importers. We're brand managers, in that we promote the brand in the United States.
And globally through social media and web. We're pretty much the main web presence
lot of it
for Hokkaido.
So Andy is on the marketing end. He does like digital marketing, social media, does the photography and the imagery. So it's like that's one end of it, and then Greg is he's just a jack of all trades. But
I feel I'm a jack of all
we
trades.
have him.
Yeah, we've got that.
We all are. In a
Gotta
small
be.
team, we all have to be pretty versatile. But Greg does a lot of the sales, meaning he goes out in the field and he talks to customers and he pitches to potential clients, potential customers, and it's been it's definitely a lot of work, right, guys? and and in addition to that, we have, I have to run a law office, and they're very intimately aware of that, because whenever I need something with law, I'll just say, all right, I need something marketing wise done for the law office, or like I'll need and Greg does finance as well. So
so are these beers that are like already being sold over in Japan? You guys import them and sell them here with like, I don't know, you like different labels or?
Cheers, Sam. Oh my God, Sam.
Yeah, he's going.
Look at it, look at it.
Oh, cool.
Mm.
So they're actually pretty much the same label currently. We are working on a label change. Oh gosh, this camera not being my friend today. But yeah, the labels are the actual original design by the brewmaster himself currently. We're working on a bit of a refresh, I think, for the U.S. market. But with the current situation, I think we'd rather just sell the beer.
Yeah, well, they look nice.
But
Sorry, I'm off brand. It's a non.
What are you drinking, Jonathan?
This is a cheap beer from Trader Joe's, Peter's brand.
Is that any
You
good?
can't go wrong with Trader Joe's. Is it? What's the name? What's the label?
Peter's brand, Dutch style Pilsner.
Nice. Where is it brewed? Where is it brewed?
It says Germany,
Nice.
or either Germany or Holland. I don't know. It's mentioning a couple places here. It's under a license of something in Holland, but it's, I guess, brewed in Germany.
I've still never been to a Trader Joe's.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I saw one in Media, PA, that it was like the centerpiece of the town. It was like a huge stone building, and like
you're clearly
it
not
was gonna be like a courthouse or something, and it was a Trader Joe's. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I gotta check it out sometime. People rave about them.
So how long have you guys been importing and selling these now?
Almost 2 years, I guess, right?
Wow.
Or is it more than 2 years?
Yeah. Been in the market for over 2, but to get this thing off the ground with all the approvals and all the deal making, it was easily another 2 or 3 before that. So and yeah, we had obviously different people like way back early in the day. So but yeah, it's been really a great experience. Definitely challenging. The market is, you learn about consumer products and just the space that you're in. It's a small space, and you really have to, as our distributors always say, it's like they always like to liken it to football, and you're just trying to get like 2 yards, 3 yards in every play, and you never, it's, people think you could just like quickly pick up a brand and like, throw a Hail Mary, get a touchdown. It's really not like that. You have to grind it out. And like, I think I'm happy with 2 to 3 yards every play to get a first down, and
just got an entire bag of these football analogies.
because I've never played football.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like. Where are you getting
Have you
this
used
from?
another one before?
Nor do I, like, especially.
And I get the home run on the football. Or,
feel free to come up with other analogies, because
what's kind of tough. It is tough competing with a lot of. I mean, obviously the local brands, because it's you want to drink local as well. But even just not having a physical property, like having the brewery in the U.S. kind of does hurt a bit. We're only able to sell through the on and off premise. We can't deliver. We can't sell ourselves. So hoping that maybe we can change things in the coming year. Maybe we'll have some cheap property to buy.
This is actually a great segue, because beer is just so heavily regulated, right, by the ABCs, the Alcohol Control Board of every state. So it's like pretty much 50 states, 50 countries. The laws and the regulations and the taxes are so different, and to get into each state, it's like it's like guerrilla warfare. Right? You just got to keep plugging away. And actually, Jonathan, you're calling. We're having our first West Coast guest on, which is great. You're coming in from Portland, so where you are now.
That's right.
Which is awesome because I haven't talked to you since you've moved from San Francisco, right?
I know. I've been meaning to get in touch. I've been up here like 7 months.
There's some great microbrews out there where you are in Portland, huh?
Oh yeah, are there any you'd recommend?
Sorry, any I recommend?
Yeah.
I'm
sure there are. It's like a foodie place.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with them.
How long have you been in Portland?
Like half a year.
Oh, okay. Not long.
We were down.
I admit, I know breweries, but I don't think I know a single Portland brewery off the top of my head. Not that I don't know they have good beer, but I know they do. Don't know where.
Yeah.
I think Deschutes is in Portland, isn't it?
I was going to say Deschutes, right? Yeah.
But they're not based in Portland, are they? They're in Oregon, but I think it's Bend, Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's like a Hood River Brewing Company. It's also not in Portland. It's nearby.
Oh, Occidental.
One of my best friends lives in Portland, actually. I think he just moved to Tigard, Oregon, which is like outside of it, I think.
Yeah, that's very close to where I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm in Beaverton.
Okay.
We're all like 20 minutes outside of Portland.
So Jonathan, I know
he likes it out there.
And from our expatriate days living in Taiwan, actually, and that dates us to wow. It's what's the number? I can't believe it's like 16 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been like 2005, 2006.
You were there longer than I was.
How's your Mandarin?
It's rusty. It's been a long time.
Probably better than mine. I'm Taiwanese, actually.
Oh, cool.
It's
did you grow up there?
I mean, I was born there, but I came to the U.S. when I was 7.
Oh.
So
yeah,
it's not, it was my first language, but it's a tough language to hold on to.
Yeah, and that's a tough age to hold on to a language too. I feel like it's young enough that I mean, like obviously you speak English with no accent. You have plenty of time to learn English perfectly.
Yeah, I feel like 10 is where if someone moves from like a non-English speaking country to an English, it's like they're almost like proficient in both. That's like kind of like a cutoff point. But
they kind of start losing their malleability. Like, they kind of lock into a few things.
The old brain just solidifies.
Have you been back since 2000? What was it, 6? You said? Are you guys met?
Yeah. I've been back a few times. Last time I was back must have been about 2015. We were stayed a few days in Taipei, and then Sharon, who Andrew knows, was our roommate of ours in Taipei. She's living in Macau now, and we went to Macau for a while.
I went back a few once too.
Now that I think of it, we were back there once after James was born, so that was only like 2 or 3 years ago. We were in Taipei for a little bit.
We were there. Remember, we went to the night markets, right? Remember, we would walk back to Shida and check out the night markets.
The Shida night market.
We were in a school that was pretty international. It was obviously the main purpose was to learn Chinese, and it was like a cultural program as well. But it's where I met my wife, and Jonathan, you met your wife there.
Yes. Yeah.
So
both of us got married to people who are classmates at Shida, right?
Yes.
Cool.
And how is Ayako?
She's great. Probably going to start working sometime soon. She had a job lined up, but then it kind of got postponed with the pandemic, and she's doing medical records work, so she's probably going to start working at a hospital here they're going through a process right now. But James is, the daycare is all closed, so he's been at home. She's just been taking care of him. I've been working from home, so we're all sheltering in place here. You guys all working from home?
Yep. How old's your kid?
He's gonna turn 3 next month.
Ah, I got a 3-year-old too. It is fun being stuck at home with them.
Yeah, with the reduced interaction with other kids, he's become very attention hungry.
I've noticed that too. There's a little bit of regression, like in how he plays too. Like he used to be a lot more accommodating of like, hey, I want to push this train this way on the track, and he's like, no, my way. I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I'm not equipped for this today.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah, they have homeschooling stuff. It's and trying to maintain their focus. So
We do have a preschool 4 days a week, which is nice for the online, with the online, but he's just kind of getting sick of it. It's like an hour of like, they do like the music class and everything, but it's not the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch Blippi.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You know that show too?
Dude's a genius. I mean, he's made so much money with something so simple.
So
like these YouTube guys who just make content for kids, but have like millions of subscribers.
Yep.
Those are the marketing geniuses right there.
Yeah.
Just adults playing with children's toys on YouTube too.
Mm-hmm.
He saw one of those accidentally one day, and it was just like an adult just playing with a Paw Patrol set, like doing all the things with their. All you see is the hands, but like it's just it's weird. It's awkward.
We should probably move off the topic of kids.
Right. Go on.
Just,
Come on, host.
People are gonna
host us.
But they love watching these YouTube videos of people unwrapping like candy eggs and like what I'm talking about, and like the anything that has to do with slime is a great it's a deal breaker. They'll get many hits just covering yourself playing with slime, but that's true. There are a whole bunch of dads here. It's like this should be the Father's Day episode or something.
Greg and Sam, do you have kids?
We've actually this is our third one.
I do not actually.
And
I'm the only non-father here, I think.
Yeah, I've got two.
So it must be so boring to hear about just dad talk and stuff like that, because that was like the last thing on my mind when I was in my in your mid-20s, Greg? No, you're in your upper 20s, right, Greg?
Me, I'm 30 now.
You're 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just turned 30, right?
Well, in October.
Yeah. It's just, to me, it's kind of a reunion of sorts, just to be able to see some old friends. I mean, again, it's been, last time I saw you, Jonathan, was in San Francisco, right? Like, gosh, it was like easily 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time you visited.
It was a couple of years ago in San Francisco.
That's right. I remember we were walking around. We walked up like Knob Hill, walking around my neighborhood.
That's all. We went to this bar with $1 million bills, like hanging on the wall. You remember that? It was like close to downtown. Like,
are you done with
work? No, I don't.
Surprised they didn't get robbed.
Oh yeah, I remember you were there at a convention, and there were some folks with you.
Yeah, it was a bar where like the whole bar was there was like dollar bills taped up to the whole place.
Yeah, it was kind of a divey place, like tiny little. That's the first place we went to, right?
Those are the best places. $2 beers, 25-cent pool table or something, you know. Like,
I miss dive bars.
I do love I do love going bar hopping in San Francisco when you have to like walk up and down hills. You know, it was like
Yeah.
such a different experience than, in Philadelphia. You know, where everything's flat. So it's like
I need to call mommy's iPad.
to get up from like one avenue to another, you gotta like go up like a 45-degree angle. You know,
Helps you burn the beer calories off. Right?
you crawl up and fall down the hills in San Francisco.
Yeah, the downhill could get dangerous when you're drunk.
So Jonathan, do you go to craft beer bars in Oregon, or as much as you did say you were when you were in the Bay Area?
No, not. And I, you know, I haven't for years in San Francisco either. Like honestly, like having a kid and dad and work, like my social life is just, like, it's that. Like,
Let me rephrase
not,
the question.
not much going on, no fun.
Have you been taking? Do you have how is Portland dealing with you know, like the lockdown?
Well, it all locked down, you know, a little after Seattle probably. And you know, since then it seems like they've got it pretty much under control. They're about to lift the lockdown, and we'll see what goes on then. You know, I think they've only had a couple hundred deaths in the state. Are you guys all in Philly?
Outside
Yeah.
of, yeah.
I
I don't know about Sam. Where's Sam?
New York,
New York.
New York City,
Oh my, how's that been?
epicenter. You know, for a while, it was really strange because New York City, the city that never sleeps, you always find people outside and there's a lot of buzz going. But for a good 2 months, you know, you go out there, it's like that movie. What is it with Will Smith? Right?
yeah.
I am Legend.
Yeah, I'm Legend. But you know, the weather's starting to get better and nicer, and I think people are just kind of fed up at staying at home. So you're definitely seeing a lot more people out.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help that for a while, like the mayor was like sending out mixed messaging, so people weren't really sure to take it seriously. But yeah, you know, it's I have 2 young kids. They're older than your kids. They're 9 and 7.
Oh.
And we've just been we live in a New York City apartment.
Yeah, all
and
cooped up.
We're all cooped up, and
Oh.
you know, these kids drive me crazy. You know, I try to find any excuse to do things like this to just get away from them. But you know, we haven't gone out really. I think for my kids, they've gone out a total of like 5 times since lockdown.
Wow.
And we actually took them out of school a week early.
I guess that's the downside in New York, right? You can't just like, I mean, here I'm literally I'm up in Phoenixville, PA, which is basically surrounded by Valley Forge Park, so like I could just walk and it's just like nature, which is nice. But yeah, this is we're kind of the hardest hit county or hardest hit area in our county, so it's still, you know, odd.
Yeah. How's it been in Philadelphia and Pennsylvania?
Philly.
Yeah, I mean, everything's closed pretty much. I mean, the restaurants are doing takeout and everything, but
Are there lots of
Pretty
cases?
There's like deceptively a lot more cases than you would think. Yeah, I mean, we're
You like
not
how we all
that
stopped
far
paying
from-
attention to the cases and Philly death toll crosses 1,000. There you go, 1,000 dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's not insignificant, and it's
Yeah.
but it's just that it's not even that far from New York, so you're just gonna get.
I noticed PA definitely took it very seriously before even the stay-at-home orders. I mean, people were already like, all right, this is, you know, if I'm able to stay home today, I'm staying home. I mean, the streets started getting a lot emptier. It was, yeah. And then they had the stay-at-home order, and everyone just stayed home. They already went home.
I mean, I would say in our neighborhood, yes, everyone wears a mask, even when they're outside.
Are you in Center City right now, Andy?
Oh, me, Andrew is, or right?
Yeah. Andrew, you are Center City.
Yeah, south. I'm south of
What's-
downtown, and it's kind of a yeah, it's probably one of the more democratic strongholds in Philly in terms of it's kind of like it's probably the most blue part of Philadelphia, which is a very blue city. So,
Did you
got a lot of like
aren't you moving?
Oh yeah, you were supposed to move, weren't you?
old
I
school.
forgot about that.
To Jersey, another epicenter.
Yeah.
Oh, you're supposed to move to Jersey?
Yeah, but that's shelved until we can get past this, right? Yeah, we were doing a renovation on our house, and you know that's been taking a lot longer because you know building departments aren't really open and they're at half staff. And
Where is this house?
not too far from Philly. It's
But it's on the Jersey side?
yeah. I usually tell people Cherry Hill because that's kind of like the marker. But it's about 10 miles from here. It's not far.
Mm-hmm.
We're never gonna see him in Philly again.
Well,
Yeah.
I still will, yes.
No, you'll be in New Brunswick now all the time.
Your mom's still out there, right? In New Brunswick?
No, that's just where my other office is, which is
Oh, okay.
you know basically right in between Philly and New York.
They're always sad because Andrew's spending all his time in Philly, but man, it's next. It's pretty much next door.
Yeah, we have a very interesting setup because in our office suite, law office takes off like one suite, and then the other office is like the beer people. And like, what's going on with these beer people, man? It's like, are they like
All the lawyers in suits, we just come in t-shirts. We're drinking while we're working.
It's like trying to mix like two different personality types into an office. And what's funny is that technically Andy and Greg both work for both companies. So they get to kind of see the mix of so many personalities.
Bad influences on your lawyers.
That's pretty much how they would say it too, Andy.
No. They'd say you're a bad influence on all of us. No.
But it's just the way that people. I've also had to wrap my head around, like, you cannot like manage legal people the same way that you can manage people in like a sales and marketing organization. So it's definitely not a one size fits all, in terms of management style.
What are the differences? How do you manage the lawyers, and how do you manage the sales and marketing people?
The lawyers are super like task oriented, like they they usually like to follow like the linear path and figure out they're very deadline driven, and don't get me wrong, all those good qualities could be brought over to the sales and marketing side.
We'll find we get distracted by things. We got beer festivals going on, so we'll have like 50 different things going on where they're working on a case, say 2 cases, and even then they're classifying by the minute client,
But there's no magic. I still haven't figured out the magic formula for sales or for marketing. So for many times you're just trying, like, there's so much of a trial and error type flow to it. So you're like, okay, how deep do we get into this, marketing initiative?
We've had the fun learning process of figuring out how marketing,
and then when should you
builds.
How many states are you in right now?
We are in 6 states, from pretty much from Northern Virginia to New York. And, you know, we're in the process of merging with another importer, which we have not named and have not finalized. But we've been with a California importer for about 3 years. They handle all the licensing and all the liability and all the registrations. But they have no sales or marketing organization, so they have no presence in the US. So we've always been kind of fulfilling that, but our next step up is to like find an importer that's really selling in the United States market.
The brewmaster's always been in a great situation product-wise. I mean, he's always been able to sell the product on the basis of the product. He doesn't spend any money on marketing in Japan. He has his accounts that pay him very well for this phenomenal beer, and he's happy with that. We're trying to make it more the global brand, which obviously, with a lot of it coming out of our end, it's a little difficult and non-traditional, but we believe in the product that much. I mean, that's really it. Like, we see this becoming a global thing.
Of course, having a focus on, U.S. market, and I believe the next importer we sign with, we would be made like the brand ambassadors. We wouldn't have to be so much grinding at every account in like United States. We could just kind of focus on the big initiatives, whether it's doing big promotions or just maintaining our presence on social media.
Yeah.
I like this idea, man, and it's we came up with this idea during COVID, during coronavirus shutdown. Hey, it's marketing's one thing, but just to be able to make it personal and to have us have an outlet to kind of interact with people. I think it's been a blessing. My kids may be just flying through the door at any moment here, but yeah, I think it's been giving us a voice, and an opportunity just to like speak out and also get our fans to also connect with us. So our theme today, which was, I don't know if we did a good enough job of promoting it, Andy.
I'm participating.
Yes.
My cats are not.
My cat was born for this.
Cats.
My cat was born for this. This is my buddy Chooch. He's the most affectionate kitty ever. And he likes to be fat and lazy and just lay around like this.
Yes, our cats, because we have a cat on our label, right? We have a Hokkaido Brewing cat.
She is not happy about this right now. This is our black cat.
Yeah, that's. I think you're like the only one that's ever bought a black cat.
With her little white bow tie. That's all she has.
What's your cat's name again?
This is Una.
Una.
All right. Fine.
No pets for you, Andy?
She's the princess. She does her own thing.
We had a whole bunch of cats last week. There's right? It was like a spontaneous just kind of cat show.
Last that's what gave you the idea?
Cocktail mixing. So we had Elizabeth, who is one of our brand reps in New York. She came up with a mojito.
I am working on a chef for next week to do a cooking demonstration and hopefully do a little live review of our beers and then like make some food.
Wait! Next week the brewmaster's coming on.
Oh, is he available?
Yeah, he's coming on next week.
I'll push him to Friday. Okay, yeah, whatever. Sure. Yeah. All right.
We should.
That would be good to know. All right, no, we'll prep
that's actually a really big deal.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's like a hermit over there.
Yeah, you guys should stop by for that one. That'll be a good one. For sure. Mhm.
You know, I've affectionately called him the Willy Wonka. And you know, the funny thing was I love that movie.
Depends
Watching
on which
it,
one
you
you're talking about. The
Chocolate
the original one though.
yeah,
Original-
not Johnny Depp. The one before.
Gene Wilder.
Frankenstein.
Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
he was a great actor, right? He's
that's a classic.
but
Apparently, Elon Musk bought Gene Wilder's house and just left it intact.
have you guys seen did you guys watch Willy Wonka when you were kids?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Did you think it was scary or funny or
little of both. Maybe.
A little bit.
I mean, looking back, the whole housing situation with the grandparents all in one bed, that was a little crazy.
Mhm.
I just watched it a couple weeks ago.
It's a lot of socioeconomic issues in that movie that you don't notice as a kid.
Mhm.
Did they have polio? Is that what happened? They couldn't move or
Well, they had bed
They were
sores
just
because they were just
old.
lying in bed all day. There's no Medicare. I don't know.
They were like 100 years old.
Why'd you have to make this all political, Ed?
I always do. Seriously, I'm stuck at home and all I have is Facebook. I bleed political nonsense now.
Mhm.
Apparently,
and
taking care of
sometimes you gotta
yourself.
stop reading that because it'll just make you mad.
No, now public
Every
safety
day.
is political. Apparently. What are you gonna do?
Did you say the brewmaster reminds you of Willy Wonka?
well, I thought, but then I rewatched Willy Wonka with Diego a couple
Like,
weeks ago.
what's the
and,
brewmaster like though? Like, how's he like?
he's a lot more jovial than Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka's jovial. He's just kind of he'll get you if you do him wrong. But no, because he loves like those crazy good flavors. I mean, he's kind of he has this like fruit candy shop, and he keeps to himself. Yeah.
He's always pushing the envelope when it comes to new flavors.
So the beer is not the only thing he's using fruit for?
Well,
he also does like he does
Chewy,
goat chews. He'll do chew highs.
Chuhai.
What's that?
What's a Chuhai?
It's alcoholic soda. Basically, I mean, it's like those orange sodas that like the Boylan or Boylan's with liquor, or whatever the brand of hard ones are. Dr. Jones.
Smirnoff Ice, right? Smirnoff Ice.
Or Smirnoff Ice. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's a little bit lower. It's a malt beverage, but it's not a beer per se. Yeah.
But he's always trying to use different produce, different fruits, different everything. Last one I saw, he had like a strawberry hop. It was basically like a strawberry IPA kind of. I wish I could have tried it, but he has a lot of stuff that he'll just do one production run. And I noticed things on Untapped that pop up for it at some random bar in Kyoto, and we never see it or hear about it. He just made it for them,
Right. I mean, he's not the most like out there in terms of getting there in the public, but his products speak for themselves, and he's able to just get his beer into some really exclusive places. Like when I visited him in Tokyo, he just took me to the Peninsula Hotel, which is pretty much a 5-star hotel chain, and we went to the penthouse where they had the rooftop bar, and they had a specialty brew from Hokkaido beer. And not only was he the featured beer, he had it in like these beautiful like frosted glass, like vases almost, and it was just like it was beautiful. It was not just about the flavor profile, it was the presentation. So if you can make it there, really, you kind of made it. So, but it's not mainstream. It's not like in Tokyo you could just find it anywhere. It's also very, very limited, which makes it exclusive. Makes us an exclusive bunch.
How did you find this guy?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Sam.
How did you guys find this guy?
I think we we got a little bit lucky. You know, we were, you know, one of my partners in this, John. I don't know if you met John. He's one of my childhood friends. His family's been in the world of retail. They've owned a wine store for over 20 years, and you know, he thought about trying to do importing. He actually, his first idea was to export American craft beer to Japan, but then, you know, and he knew more about this world than I did, and he was like, well, but to first be able to export to Japan, you need to import first. And we're like, because you need the import license. And of course, once we started importing, we're like, wait, this is so hard. Like, we should just try to get good at this. And you know, exporting is going to be even harder because who do we really know in Japan, like, to sell it to? So we took a couple of trips to Japan, and you know, our first area was in the Kyoto area, because I had a friend there, and so we would line up trips just to like visit different breweries and sake breweries in Osaka and Kyoto. And then we kept researching and kept finding like really good beer and really good sake came up north, like in Hokkaido, which is the northernmost island. And you know, it's a place with really good water, a lot of great produce and you know, farming, seafood, definitely seafood. Yeah, it's great. It's just a really wide kind of like expanse of just natural wonders. So we took a couple trips out there, and I had a friend in Tokyo, Naho, who I hope who comes on fairly soon. She did some calling, and you know, John, me, and Naho, we took a trip or two up there, and then met Takashi, the owner, and he agreed to work with us. And he was already interested in exporting. He already exports to China. So I mean, that's, if anything, that's the bread and butter. Yeah. Want to say hi to everybody?
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, come say hi to everybody. No.
Yeah.
His hair's getting long.
What did I say, right? Either you cut it all off, or you just keep letting it grow.
That's not Diego, is it?
Yes.
So yeah.
Do you know any of these guys? Yes.
So you have your main computer in his room, in the kid's room?
Well, you got to be flexible during shelter in place, right?
Yeah, I'm just surprised you would choose that room.
Do you want to say hi to everybody first?
Okay.
Hi, Diego. I'm saying hi to you anyway.
Even though they've all seen you already. How you like not having to be at school? Do you like learning at home? No. You don't like thanking your teacher?
I don't like school.
Do you consider this school when you're at home watching online?
He's getting a workout in over there.
Yeah.
Box jumps.
He's like, you know.
Now are you regretting the gymnastics lessons? Was he doing gymnastics? Or was that somebody else I'm thinking of?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Like,
Does he have him jumping all over your furniture though?
I don't like all the like extracurricular activities, like gymnastics is like, it's up there in terms of what keeps his interest. So
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Obviously, I completely lost my train of thought.
And was that Diego?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him, God, he must have been less than a year old.
Okay. Because the last couple times I've seen you, I haven't.
Yeah, it would have been like 2013-ish, maybe. I visited you guys.
Well,
It's been
Is
a
he
while.
metal?
One
I
day
thought he
when
was like 5 or 6.
we can take a trip out to the West Coast. You know, it would be yes. Can you please when this thing's over in about 15 minutes?
Nope.
But yeah, he's gonna be I think he signed on for next week, Andy.
Nice.
And we should probably do a much earlier promotion this week. You know,
Yes.
just
No, with that, and yeah, that's a different animal entirely.
you mean
I'm ready. Yeah.
yeah, not to say he wouldn't enjoy this talk.
No,
here.
because there's a few people I know that would definitely come on just specifically to see him that haven't, checked it out yet.
We yeah, I talked to him on Wednesday, and he was asking me, can I drink during this show? And I'm like, Akash, you have to drink during this show. He's like, it's gonna be 10 a.m. over there, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
gonna be early for him, though. Or wait, is it gonna be morning here or morning there?
Morning there.
All right, cool. Yeah, I feel
That'll
like I
be
have to
7
mention
p.m.
this.
on Saturday. Yeah.
Jonathan, do you know you have a celebrity lookalike? I'm
Who's
guessing
that?
you've got. All right, his name's Martin Freeman. He's the guy from the
Oh,
Sherlock.
yeah,
He does look like Martin Freeman. Totally.
Isn't it Frodo?
Oh yeah, he's in
Also
Lord
that.
of the Rings too. Yeah, yeah. I think you look exactly like him.
He is one of my top
Great
5
actor.
British actors. Yeah, there you go.
I liked him in Ali G.
Yeah. Nice.
He was in Ali G. I forget that.
I think
Like
he
the show or
was.
the movie?
Yep. He was like the CIA,
In the movie.
or he was like the military dude or whatever.
Oh, it's been a while since I saw the movie. I gotta see that again. Yeah, I was telling Jonathan he looks like Martin Freeman, the actor.
Yeah, Black Panther.
Also known as Frodo Baggins.
Yeah.
I was going to show you something funny. So dealing with 3-year-olds today. So my son did not want to eat his lunch today. So he was just sitting there and we were like, all right, you're not going anywhere till you eat your lunch. And, he started throwing a tantrum. So he went on timeout and then he fell asleep in timeout and we just kind of left him there for 2 hours. He slept like that. We just kept laughing. I just couldn't. It was a nice, quiet 2-hour period.
How
That's
can you be
impressive
comfortable like
discipline
that?
you've got. Boy, if our 3-year-old doesn't want to eat, he's not going to eat.
Yeah, he finally just gave, well, he wanted to eat what he wanted to eat. He wanted hot dog or he wanted, whatever he wanted. I was like, no, we have to start doing that we want him to eat more things. So yeah, we screwed up a little bit on that. So now we have to lay down the law.
Oh yeah, my
Yeah,
kid
that works.
every morning about 6 a.m. He wakes up and wants to come get in bed with mom, and basically he'll kick me as long as I'm in bed. So
To get you out of the way?
I would sleep in his bed because I can't
Funny.
sleep.
Oh man.
No, mine's learned that he can't wake me up, so he just wakes up. He'll sit there with his hands on my face like, hello. Nope.
Oh yeah.
I'm a hard sleeper. I'm a very hard sleeper.
No consideration, no thought. Oh, maybe you might want to sleep. They're just like, I want you to wake
My
up.
mom told me she when I was a baby, they used to put me on the dryer to get me to fall asleep, which was apparently incredibly loud, but it gave me that rocking motion. But I think that it also trained me to be a hard sleeper right from the start. Never able to wake up in the morning. No alarm.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd rather be a heavy sleeper than a light sleeper. Yeah, then you could sleep through noisy stuff, train.
Oh,
yeah.
Someone will start vacuuming. I might look up for a second and just right back down.
Yeah, I wish I was a heavy sleeper.
3-year-olds are. You all have 3-year-olds. I have a 3-year-old too, and I think that picture that could totally be my 3-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're just like little balls. I just want to
It's
really,
is it Gabrielle or Gabriel?
Gabriel. So he's it's
How's
a great
he?
age. Just they're so funny too.
Angel
Was
warrior.
Diego like jealous when you had a second kid? Was he like get away from mommy or?
No, but they're jealous. They're jealous when now anytime like someone has a little bit of a competitive edge or like gets a little bit favored treatment, But in terms of being jealous that there was, another
He was
another
cool
kid in
with
the
it.
family.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean I do think that they it's been a blessing that he had a brother, that just because Diego's naturally shy, and so it's just great to have someone he could just totally not be inhibited by.
I think it's got to be a little shock for a kid, like going from being the only one to one of two.
Yeah. Is that in the works or what's that for?
I don't know. I'm hesitating, wondering if I'm really ready for it for a second one. I don't know. It's been a lot of work.
That's nice.
Amaris here.
I'm here.
Amaris.
Just trying to stabilize the phone. I might have to hold it.
Hey, Amaris.
Hi. Can you hear me? I'm good. How are you? I'm just popping on real late.
Just to say hi.
Better late than never.
How's how did it go? I assume people have popped off already or jumped off.
No, we're all still here. It was a more intimate show, right, Andrew? It was Andrew's old friends came by.
I want to make a joke to that, but
Make it. I'd love to hear it.
well, because he was like, it's a more intimate chat, and I was like, wow, chicka, wow, wow. So how is everybody doing?
We're good. I'm the only one participating in the theme with my cat.
All right, you get the grand prize, Greg, this time.
Oh, what's that?
Applause.
Some more beers.
You get a job.
I'm gonna grab anyway.
Good job.
Get your job back.
Don't mind me. I'm eating water ice. It's actually like a cream-based water ice, but
Thank you for pronouncing it correctly.
What's water rice?
Appreciate that.
oh, you mean instead of water?
Water, yeah.
Right.
Philly people pronounce water water a lot of the time.
Or was that a serious question about what is water ice? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. All right. It's gelato?
I was-
No. Gelato without the ice cream half?
No.
Isn't a gelato just water ice and ice cream? Or
I don't. You know what? I don't know how they make it. but
Rita's
they-
water ice. It is.
and they added peanut butter because I'm obsessed with chocolate and peanut butter. So chocolate and peanut butter.
I thought you said water rice. And I was like, is
Oh.
it all right?
No, Italian ice. It's also
Yeah,
called Italian ice.
I mean, it's basically ice, but flavored and in shavings, kind of. It's hard to explain, I guess. I don't know.
I know. I was like, I think you just take water, freeze it.
A harder packed
It's not
snow
ice
cone.
cream. It's like
It's a harder
actual-
packed snow cone. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That was easier because it's got flavor and stuff. Hold on, I'm letting my hair down.
Is that like an East Coast thing? I've never heard of that.
I think it's even a Philly specific thing, or we're known for it at least.
Oh, I don't have my video going. I'm sorry.
That's all
That's
good.
why I was wondering when you're like, well, I'm eating water ice. I'm like, I don't know that.
Mm.
I didn't realize that the video wasn't on. It's
Nice.
Do you get it from Rita's?
mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, that place not when I'm in Jersey with all the homemade like ice cream shops.
We have one in
It's,
Phoenixville, Brown Cow. They're amazing. Oh my god.
I say what?
Brown Cow in Phoenixville. They're this like little tiny like just privately owned ice cream shop. Their own, they basically like contact the local farm. They make their own ice cream like from their milk. Like amazing. Friggin' amazing. They don't sell in stores. Just there. Like
That's what this place is. It's ironically called Sundays. Right?
closed on Sundays. I would like it. That would make my day.
Yeah. It's they make really good ice cream. So I got like this. Oof, this is my dinner. I'm eating so healthy. So I got this, and then I got a pint of what they call, I think it was Dark Side of the Moon, which is again chocolate ice cream with peanut butter and caramel.
Yeah.
I have a thing for chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah, how's everyone doing? Eating healthy, or just completely giving up? Since no one has to see your gut anyway.
I looked in the mirror and went, "Oh, we need to start exercising and eating better." So I wasn't, and now I am.
Nice. She said eating her water ice for dinner.
Yeah.
That's not that. It's water ice.
If anything,
Water.
I'm eating healthy.
Water, you're hydrating.
But I'm also exercising a lot less. So I think it's a net gain of weight.
And you've been on every show, so it's like I feel like I know you, but you're from the you're an influencer, right? Or you're in the food world?
I am a photographer. I am a freelance journalist. I am an influencer to a certain degree, yeah. And I do content marketing. Like I try to do content creation for people or companies, I should say. So
Influencer's a bad word now, right?
What's your
I feel like the people who are influencers that are still trying to reach it, because immediately I stopped trying to get like stuff for free, because I'm just like, I'm not that I really did in the first place, but like companies would contact me and like be like, here's this in exchange for X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, sure. I never pushed for anything, but like, as far as influencers are concerned, there are some that I know that are still reaching out and trying to get stuff for free. I'm like, with your influence on like everybody, like you should be trying to help out all the companies that have like done that for you in the past. And that's what I'm doing right now. Like, but I'm sorry, I don't know if that answered your question.
To some extent. I mean, what do you what's like your photography like, where do you cover events, or do you cover like?
I have covered events. I've covered large events actually, and then I also like my main niche is food photography. I just, because I'm trying to branch out, I just reached out and made contact with somebody who oh, thanks. Who oh, there's a picture of my mom. That was
nice.
So yeah, as Andrew is showing some of the stuff that I do.
Oh, cool.
By the way, that pizza was not good. I will never order from there again.
Nah.
What's
your favorite pizza in the city?
In the city? You know what? I have to honestly say I haven't gone out in the city to eat pizza very often.
Yeah, right now.
Because mostly I get invited to like restaurants that are opening. So I'm like blanking right now, but I usually am eating out at a restaurant that brought me in to take photos. So it's kind of like haphazard as to what I end up eating. But Tacanelli's. I love Tacanelli's.
Oh, that's right near me. I live in Port Richmond. Oh yeah,
that place is
not far from you.
So good.
Yeah, the thin crust, really tasty.
The fact that like you go in there and they're like, no, you order by how much like dough, and like we only put 2 toppings on and all this other stuff. I'm like, I love everything about Tacanelli's.
Yeah, the only thing is a lot of times you have to order it like a whole day in advance, don't you? Because like you said, they got to reserve the dough for you or something.
Yeah, because they do. Okay, if you've ever been in there, they have 1 brick oven pizza. That's what they cook everything out of. So when they get it up to temperature, everything will like heat up real fast, but slowly throughout the day, you know, as the fire dies down, it'll take a little bit longer. So, you know, it's kind of like a timed out thing for them.
Yeah.
I like the lint roller.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
So
I
I
have
have to
for you to
say,
tell, but I have hair all over me right now.
I'm almost militant about this. Angelino's Pizza, 25th and Parish. 25th and Parish. They have the best pizza in Philly, if not the East Coast. It is unreal. I highly urge, if you're in Philly, just swing by there and pick it up. It doesn't matter across the city. It's worth
it. Writing it down. So
I think
I actually lived right up the street, right up that way, one block.
I feel like Miguel from NBC 10. He was talking about that, and like we DM'd each other. I was like, no, you need to try.
There's another place called Angelo's that has a really good cheesesteak, and I think they're known for their pizza too. But that's a different place.
Yeah, they make their dough in house, and it's just got like the right amount of bubbles every time. It's.
Brett, that should be one of your themes for the next Zoom podcast. You should talk about, you know, good spots for food in Philly.
Oh, me?
You know,
Avarice can certainly help with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have the most encyclopedic knowledge since I've only lived here about a year now.
Another Philly beer. I love me some Adulting.
I almost bought that today.
So good. This is one of my favorite beers. I'm sorry, Hokkaido, but it's a guava IPA, and it's so balanced, so just.
So I found out their tap room is still doing takeout, and they have the 6-packs for $10 there.
Evil Genius?
And they're usually like 13 or something.
Yeah. It's a steal.
I'm gonna start hitting that up.
I really like their tap room too. I mean, you know, back when we could actually visit places.
By the way, I lost count how many liquor stores I went to in search of more Hokkaido beer. They're like all out.
Oh no.
We're working on it.
You gotta, yeah.
Delayed shipment.
You still need to.
Well, I was looking for, in particular, watermelon. I think I DM'd this to Andy, but I was looking for a watermelon because I have a cocktail in my mind using the watermelon.
That's the last one you're going to be able to find because that's a seasonal, and it was supposed to come on our shipment, but it got delayed. So
I found this one in our back room, in my house, and I've just been treasuring it. Can't bring myself to drink it.
Right.
I don't blame you. Well,
before I forget, if you don't have a place that can deliver in Philadelphia, I think I know a place that can carry our beer and deliver it.
We are working, right. So we're working on a few delivery options. So Jersey, hopefully sooner than later, and then we're working on Philly as well. So Amaris is in Jersey. So
which place, Andrew, are you talking about?
A place down.
More, are you talking about that More Beverage or something?
Yeah, but there's also another place that I got introduced to. So it's like one of those big retail distributors, like selling cases and stuff. I guess I'll have to go down with you one day. Yeah.
I did try to call that More place, and there wasn't a manager for me to talk to, so I got to follow up on that. But I definitely agree. We need to find a place.
Yeah, we need delivery because
outside of Philly, I sent you guys that info on the Blue Elephant in Pottstown. They're doing beer and wine delivery.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Japanese-inspired fusion restaurant. So, sorry, it's an easy win.
So I have a question. I mean, you might not know it off the top of your head, but Kings Grant Liquor Store in New Jersey, it's in like Marlton. I had told them a long time ago because I used to like go there to like buy all my liquor to like cook with. And so and I was there frequently. I swear I seemed like an alcoholic, but I was like, no, really? It's just because I'm cooking. But so I became really good friends with a manager there, and I passed off Hokkaido beers to the manager, like the name or whatever. I'm wondering if they ever like reached out to you guys.
Sorry, say the name one more time.
Right now. So
Kings,
not like active.
I mean, it's like a long shot. I doubt like it because it's like it's been a while that I like went there. I just went back finally today. But King's Grant Liquors. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, that logo looks familiar, but
there's a lead right there.
Because I definitely told them to reach out to you guys.
Greg, you got that one?
yeah, I'm writing it down.
Where's the phone
I
number?
don't think they've reached
King's Grant.
King's Grant.
Guys, I'm gonna have to wrap up.
No, that's all right. We're heading to the end. We're at the end now. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go get some sushi, and
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Give me some.
well, you got the cake ready.
Good to see you, Andrew. Good to meet you, everybody.
Yeah, nice meeting you, gentlemen. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you should come back for the Takashi one. That should be interesting.
All right.
If you're free, of course. If not, I'll get.
And I promise to be on time.
All right, awesome.
Everyone, hey, I had a good time. We'll do this all over again next week. And
Next Saturday, 23rd at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, right? Is that EDT?
yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
because he doesn't want to be on at 8 a.m. in the morning. Give him a
I
little.
do, Andy, after you end this,
Or do we want to do like 8 p.m.? What?
Oh, it's already set. It's 9 p.m.
Oh, 9 p.m. I'm sorry. Okay, 9 p.m. See?
I thought it was 7.
No,
9 p.m.
Takashi and all the people from Japan.
I'll just send out notifications. Everyone's fine with that. My kids
Okay.
are sleeping, so.
Yeah, later's probably good.
10 is already early to be
10
drinking.
is a little late, but I'm usually up till 2, so whatever.
I'm saying 10 a.m. is early for them to begin drinking.
Nah, Takashi's drinking when he wakes up. He said that in the winter he'll have a cherry and berry heated up on the oven in the like on the stovetop in the morning. He drinks it like a
Yeah,
hot.
but if he
That's interesting.
does he heat it up where he's cooking off the alcohol, or does he just warm it
Oh,
up?
just warm it up. He
Okay.
drinks like a warm cider. He drinks the
Okay.
cherry and berry.
We should totally do a demonstration of that
Yeah.
that cider cherry berry. Actually, that's what I had today.
Nice.
Well,
I
we'll
didn't
look
have any at the office. You took them all.
I think next week's going to be a good show. So, yeah, it's good seeing everyone. Have a great weekend. It's great seeing. Bye, Sam.
Oh yeah, Sam. Yeah, bye, Sam.
Sam? You might have already left.
Sam had kid situation. I get it.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.